You getting stuck in them talking stages where y'all doing everything that you would do in an actual committed relationship, but you're not in an actual committed relationship. So it's like, oh, well, technically we're not together, but you know, I only talk to you, you only talk to me allegedly, and we're having sex, we're going out, we're doing this, that, and the third, we're laying up every single day, we're spending money on each other. Yeah, that's stupid. But anyway, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Mindful Vibes 365 podcast, where we have productive and stimulating conversations about how to be more mindful in all the areas of your life. I'm your host, Malaysia, and I actually have a question for you guys. Are you loyal to your distractions? And I want you to think about that for a second, because just know and understand that it's one thing to have distractions, it's one thing to engage in distractions, but when I tell you, when you're loyal to a distraction, that means that you're not only engaging in something that takes your focus away, but being so attached to it that if you don't do it, you feel bad, guilty, or even like you're this bad person, like you're the bad guy. And we're going to get more into that later, but it's like, do you ever feel bad for saying no to somebody? No, I can't come kick it. No, I can't pull up. No, I can't go to this event. No, I can't do this. I can't do that. Or do you feel awkward turning down going out, a party invite? Guilty for not drinking, smoking, or hanging out. And to take it even a step further, like not even just only feeling guilty, but you feel jittery. Like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out on something. I'm fiending. I want to drink so bad. I want to get drunk so bad. I want to get high, right? Are you having those feelings? That is not just a distraction, okay? I'm afraid to tell you, but that's loyalty to your distractions. And you're in a little bit too deep, friends. So that's what we're going to get into today. Now, going into the cost of loyalty to distractions, this is what I want you to understand. The truth is, if you are loyal to your distractions, I can almost guarantee you that you are not going as hard as you can possibly go when it comes to the things that will actually help you move forward. Okay, so loyalty by nature obviously comes with obligation. When you're loyal to something, you feel obligated. When you're loyal to a person, you feel obligated to do things for them, to talk to them every day, hang out with them, right? To give them emotional support and whatever the case may be. But it's like, I have to do this. I can't say no. I can't turn away. If I don't, I feel like a whole different person, or I feel like the bad guy, or oh, I don't like hurting people's feelings and I just feel so bad. I just feel so bad, right? A lot of y'all say that so much, and it's just like, bruh, we are all the bad guy in somebody's story, okay? We are all the villain in somebody's story. Grow up, get over it. But I need you to understand this. If you're listening to this right now, please understand that being loyal to the wrong things will cost you. It will cost you your time, your energy, your growth, right? It'll cost you money. It'll cost you emotionally. It'll cost you mentally. It will cost you in so many different ways that you may not be able to see on the surface. But just know, there are so many hidden costs to being loyal to your distractions. And if you stay long enough, just understand that you will eventually become a drifter, okay? And a drifter is somebody who just floats through life instead of directing it, because your distractions and everything that the enemy throws at you easily causes you to drift. Oh, I can get you to drift through food. I can get you to drift through alcohol. I can get you to drift through people, through love, through sex, right? Through all of these different things, through entertainment. That's how the enemy comes in and pulls you into being a drifter. So one of my favorite books is actually Outwitting the Devil. Now, this book is one of my favorite books, I swear. I have a lot of favorite books and I recommend books all the time. I have said a couple on this podcast. I'm going to say many more as the episodes go on. But Outwitting the Devil, I promise you, this is a book that everybody needs to read, because it dives deeply into this topic of what we're going to be talking about today. It's written as an interview with the devil, and it breaks down, number one, how distractions and addictions control people, and number two, how to really beat the tactics that typically keep people stuck in the same cycles and that typically cause people to be long-term drifters, right? When the devil can get you where he wants, when the devil can get you to become a drifter and you haven't made conscious decisions about the direction you want to go in your life and the things that you're not going to stay loyal to, the distractions that you're not going to stay loyal to, right? That's when he got you. So this is a very great book. I can honestly say, like, I would read and then have to just stop and put the book down to think. and process what I was reading. Like, have you ever read a book and you felt like the book was reading you, or the book was just so good where the whole time you're reading, you're like, wow, this is crazy, right? That is one of my favorite reads, and it really just exposed how easy it is for us to get so addicted to distractions, and how addictions block our purpose, how addictions block our focus, how addictions block our goals, and all the things that we're trying to do. Being addicted to your distractions will be your downfall. Just understand that. Now, there are so many different distractions that you can be loyal to, but I will say, from my experience, the top 3 distractions that people are loyal to are people, number 1, 2, entertainment, and number 3, substances and escapism. Let's go into number 1, people. Now, baby, relationships are beautiful. I am such a people's person. I love connecting with people. I love interacting with people. I love having relationships with people. Like, despite the people that get on my nerves and the situations and relationships and friendships that don't work out, cool, okay, I move on, right? We all move on. Relationships are beautiful. We were designed to connect, to love, and build community. But being loyal to the wrong people will get you stuck. Think about situationships. You getting stuck in them talking stages where y'all doing everything that you would do in an actual committed relationship, but you're not in an actual committed relationship. So it's like, oh, well, technically we're not together, but I only talk to you, you only talk to me allegedly, and we're having sex, we're going out, we're doing this, that, and the third, we're laying up every single day, we're spending money on each other. Yeah, that's stupid. But anyway, friends with benefits, setups, well, that's situationships, and friendships that are all just fun and games, but nothing fruitful, nothing productive, right? I never go to church with you as my friend. We can't never go to a networking event, a business event. It's just all fun. Turn up. Let's go out. Let's go to brunch. Let's go to the club. It's so-and-so birthday. They got a section. Let's pop out. It's always that, right? You stay in these friendships, in these situationships, in these type of relationships and interactions because you don't want to be the bad guy. And I'm going to be your voice of reason right now, and I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. We are all the villain in somebody's story, okay? I know that I'm the villain in somebody's story. Plenty of people, right? We are always going to, it's always going to be a moment where we are the bad guy to somebody. Oh, they hurt my feelings. They hurt my feelings. She hurt my feelings. She didn't want to do X, Y, and Z. Dang, she don't want to mess with me. Or he don't want to be with me. He don't want to mess with me. He doesn't want to take me serious. We can't always get what we want, and we can't always get who we want. So therefore, like I said, we're all the villain in somebody's story. If you're chasing better, sometimes you have to let go of people. Sometimes you have to let go of situations. Sometimes friendships are not going to serve you, right? These people will keep you stagnant, especially if you're a person that's trying to achieve some great things. I'm just going to tell you, being loyal to the wrong people, you won't get that far. I promise you. You are always going to be at a certain capped level, all because of you're stuck dealing with people. You're stuck having sex with people and spending time with people who don't feed your soul, who don't feed your brain, who don't nurture you in the most positive ways, right? They might not necessarily take nothing from you directly, but indirectly, they're taking everything. They're taking your brain power. They're taking your emotional capacity. They're taking your time and your energy away. Sounds like they're taking a lot of stuff to me. Okay, so like I said, number 1, people. Being loyal to the wrong people will block your future. So if you don't want your future to be blocked, maybe you need to start analyzing the relationships that you have in your life, right? Right before you get ready to reach a new level of your life, trust me, you have to take inventory of who's in your life, because God may not be blessing you with the things that you want, and he may not be letting you go to the next level because he's like, I'm not going to do any of that until you let this person go. They can't come. I don't want them to have access to what I'm getting ready to bless you with. They're not going to do anything but slow you down. I need you to get rid of them. Banish them from the kingdom. And that's just is what it is. Like, people are going to come and go in life, and you got to be okay with that. And sometimes you need to be the one that's doing the hiring and the firing, okay? And that's just real. So moving into number 2. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into the conversation. This episode is actually sponsored by my brand, Mindful Vibes 365. If you or anyone you know are currently experiencing feelings of frustration, anxiety, depression, overstimulation, mental burnout, and just overall disconnection from God, I can guarantee you that it's time for you to reprogram your mind and vibe. And the quickest, most easiest way for you to do this is actually by fasting and detoxing from secular music. Now, as someone that did this for an entire year, I can honestly say it changed my life completely. I underwent a transformation in all areas of my life once I cut out secular music. Now, do you have to do this for an entire year? No, the transformation started weeks into my year-long fast, which is exactly why 90 days is the sweet spot. So luckily for you guys, I created a 90-day guided workbook that's actually going to help you successfully overcome your anxiety, depression, overstimulation, mental burnout, and disconnection from God, because it's going to require you to complete a series of activities that are going to stimulate your mind and vibe every single day. This workbook is not only going to allow you to journal what's on your mind and what's your vibe for the next 90 days, it's going to help you stay on track with consuming the required productive and stimulating things that you're going to be listening to every single day. You're going to have access to recommended hand-picked sermons, audiobooks, podcasts, personal development teachings, Bible readings, gospel songs, and so much more, which are all the things that you're going to be required to listen to for the next 90 days, every single day around the clock. I can honestly go ahead and congratulate you in advance on the new person you're getting ready to become once completing this workbook, because replacing secular music with more spiritual, stimulating, productive, motivating, and uplifting tunes is going to completely change your life. So make sure you go ahead and click the link below to get a copy of your 90-day guided workbook today. I cannot wait to hear more about your transformation and the new person that you become once you complete this 90-day workbook. So congratulations again in advance. Make sure you get a copy of yours today. Click the link below. Now let's get back to the conversation. We have entertainment. Now this is another big one. Honestly, this is YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, gaming, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Stars, HBO Max. You can't pull yourself away from the TV. You watch TV every single day. You know you're supposed to be being productive, yet you're on that phone for hours and hours. Your phone is a form of entertainment, because you go from Instagram to TikTok to YouTube to Facebook to Twitter, back to Instagram. Before you know it, your screen time for the day is 10 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours plus. That's ridiculous, actually, okay? It's all fun. It's all very addictive. Like, these things are meant to keep us trapped. They put all these good shows out and put them on so many different streaming services so they can get your money from so many different areas, and they're going to keep you in front of the TV. And that's what they want. If you're in front of the TV all night, every single night, when would you ever have time to work on your own life and do fun things, right? And build your dream life and be productive? You wouldn't. So if you want to distract somebody, all you have to do is keep them entertained. Like, that's a very, very well-known saying. If you want to distract somebody, just keep them entertained. They'll forget about all the important things that they're supposed to be doing in the first place. Their full attention will be gone. So if you want to trick somebody, keep them entertained. You can slip right in and slip anything that's supposed to move them forward right on out of their head. Most of us know exactly what entertains us too. It's not a secret. It's not a surprise. It's not something that you don't know. You know exactly what keeps you entertained. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I love binge watching a good show. I promise you, if I find a good show, I'm hooked. However, I make it apparent to know, like, hey, I'm not finna sit here for hours and hours and hours, especially when I have work to do. Like, we're gonna get the work done first, and then we can come back and circle back. Maybe I'll watch one episode tonight, and, you know, a couple days from now, I'll finish the series or whatever. But I am way past the stage of my life of just sitting for hours and hours and hours when I'm supposed to be being productive, because at the end of every day, I like to tell myself, like, hey, did I have a day that I'm proud of? Did I do something that I'm proud of? Did I do enough for today? If not, like, girl, you shouldn't have been sitting around watching no TV, all right? If you're too loyal to your phone, your computer, TV, and also entertainment in terms of going out to concerts, to see movies, to shows, going out to the club. Like, all of that is a form of entertainment as well. But the bottom line is, if you are loyal to entertainment more than your purpose, that's a distraction that you're going to need to starve. Period. You're going to have to start telling yourself, like, hey, I'm about to put my phone down and I'm not going to pick it up for the next couple of hours. Hey, instead of staying on my phone the whole night, I'm finna start going to bed a little bit earlier. I'm going to turn my phone off, put my phone down, and wind down responsibly before bed, right? Hey, I'm going to stop going to that bar every single week. I don't need the thrill. I don't need the entertainment every single week. All I'm doing is drinking, spending money, and potentially putting myself in situations where I can be in, having some little lustful interactions, right? I'm going out to seek women, to seek men. All of that is entertainment. And if you're loyal to that, you are getting further and further and further away from your purpose. Further and further and further away from your goals. Further and further away from all the things that you want to accomplish, because you're stuck. You're literally pulled into it, and it's like, it's so hard for you to get out. Have y'all ever met a person that can't be bored? Like, they always have to be doing something. Whatever happened to just reading a book? Nobody reads books anymore. When we were younger and our parents would be like, go read a book. Yeah, it's not enough of that going on right now. A lot of people have just shied away from that, which is why people are the way that they are, which is why the world is the way that it is. But, have you ever met somebody that can't be bored? Ask yourself, like, are you okay with being bored? Me personally, I'll be in the house and I'll be bored because honestly, I'm never bored anyway. I mean, what somebody else would consider to be bored, I consider it to be me time, recharge time, relaxing time, time to give my brain a break. Or if I'm reading something, a good book, I love to read. So it's like, that's not boring to me. But you don't always have to be entertained. You don't always have to be entertained. You're a grown adult. Okay. Life is not all about entertainment. It's serious around here. So ask yourself, like, am I loyal to entertainment? Is this one of my distractions? And am I so loyal to it to the point where it's hard for me to break away? I just can't seem to get a grip. I just can't seem to be like, wow, you know what? I'm not going to indulge in this week. I'm not going to indulge in this today. I'm not going to go out and do what I would usually do. If you're not able to do that without feeling like, oh my gosh, man, I'm missing out, I need it, I'm fiending, you have a problem, and you're loyal to entertainment. And it's okay, because we're going to fix that, friend. Now, moving into number 3, which is the last one before we move into how to break up your distractions. This is substances and escapism. This is your food, alcohol, your Mary Jane, retail therapy, because that's a form of escapism as well. These become emotional band-aids, like substances and forms of escapism, emotional band-aids for sure. Okay, they feel good in the moment, they give us a quick escape, but they're changed, y'all. Like getting drunk and drinking and feeling tipsy and feeling good, that is a temporary quick fix. That's a temporary feeling. That's not long lasting, especially if you're having problems. That is not gonna fix your problems, okay? Sorry to bust your bubble, it's not. Getting high, not gonna fix your problems. That's temporary. Gonna sleep it off, wake up, oh, you still got the same problem. Retail therapy, going out and spending money that you probably don't even have to spend, a form of escapism as well. It's not going to do you any good, right? You're loyal to these things. Oh, food, can't forget food, because you have things like stress eating. You're eating because you're bored. You're eating because you're stressed. You're eating because you're sad. You're eating because just to eat, right? You're just eating just to eat. And it's like you're loyal to these things because they make you feel good. Food tastes good, y'all. Like, duh, it's food. It's so many different things that I can go for a 10-piece right now. But food makes you feel good. Alcohol makes you feel good. Mary Jane makes you feel good. I don't even know if you can say the W word. I didn't say it, but like, I don't know. Anyway, retail therapy makes you feel good. Swiping that card, spending them racks, counting out that cash when you in the store buying stuff. Oh, I want this, I want that. Oh, I just have to have it. Okay, I convinced myself to get it. All that stuff make you feel good. Of course it do. Like, duh. You know, I can engage in a little retail therapy now. I can get down with some shopping and food, of course. In terms of alcohol and Mary Jane, I don't, I drink a little bit when like a social drinker, but other than that, no, less than 1% of the time. And then no Mary Jane at all. But these things make you feel good for sure, for sure. I am not going to downplay that. But loyalty to these things will definitely keep you trapped in cycles that hurt you more than they help. Absolutely. There are no positives to any of these things at all when you're loyal to them. As a distraction, there's no positives. All negatives, period. Because if you overeat too much, what's going to happen? You get fat. Or you eat too much of the wrong things, what's going to happen? That's when you start getting diseases. Stuff start going wrong with your liver, your kidney. You become pre-diabetic because you intaking too much sugar, too much salt. Consequences, consequences, consequences. Alcoholism. You become a drunk. You're addicted to alcohol, which also affects your body. Now you got new problems. Mary Jane. You can't function or do anything without having to roll you up one. That's the problem. That's dependency that you do not want to have. And retail therapy. It's people that have been so addicted to shopping and spending money and just going and balling out of control that things like this have sent people into bankruptcy. And this is how you start maxing out them credit cards. And once you max out them credit cards and you can't pay the bills, what happened? Ooh, that credit score drop. And then you got bills up to your neck and you can't pay and you don't have no money. Then you have to file for bankruptcy. And then it's like, oh, it's just all bad. It's all bad. So like I said, these things keep you trapped in cycles that hurt you more than they help. I can't think of any positives that come out of being loyal to these particular distractions. Not one. All right. So of course, I'm never going to have an episode where I am not going to give you practical tips that you can start applying today, right now, once you finish this episode. Why put off till tomorrow what you can do today? Now, here are the 3 steps to reclaim your focus and your energy and your time and your money and your health, right? All of those different things. Okay. Number 1, which is very easy and simple, you need to get clear on what you want out of your life, period. Like when it comes to distractions, when it comes to dealing with multiple men and multiple women, and I'm gonna have a piece over here. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I'm gonna deal with her and her and her and her and her. I'm gonna deal with him and him and him. Okay. Get clear on what you want about your life. Do you want to be married? Do you want to have a husband? Do you want to have a wife? Do you want to have an actual partner, a person that supports you, that can help you build what you're looking to build? Because 2 heads are better than 1. You can always go further with somebody else that's equally yoked as opposed to going by yourself or going with somebody who's absolutely not equally yoked and you're not on the same page at all. They just cool to kick it with. What you want? Because you can take your pick. It might not get you to where you want to be. It might not get you to the point that you're trying to make it to, but you'll get somewhere. Might not be where you want, but you'll get somewhere. So get clear on what you want. Do you want to be in shape and have a good physique and have good health and not have any health problems and diseases and conditions? Do you want that for yourself? Get clear on that. Because once you get clear, once you decide and make a decision, it's already done. The rest is already taken care of. Your actions are going to follow because you've made a clear, conscious decision. But you have to decide though. Do you want to make more money? Do you want to learn a new skill? Do you want to set yourself up to be financially free within the next 2 years? So if that's the case, you can't spend majority of your time or a lot of your time being consumed and loyal to distractions such as entertainment and people and escapism and substances, right? These are all questions that you have to ask yourself. What would future me do? Build a vision that's bigger than your distractions, okay? Number 2, you're going to starve your distractions. When you could engage, choose the better option. When you could do this, when you could pull up on this person, when you could pull up on that person, when you could eat this thing, when you could go out and buy this thing, choose the better option. Build the habit of, number 1, not being easily hooked on something, and also build the habit of using your free will and the power of saying no. No, I'm not going to be controlled, right? Nobody has more power than a person that can say no confidently and stand on that. Everybody loves to claim that they stand on business. No, you don't. You actually don't stand on anything. So yes, you guys. Number 2, you're going to starve your distractions. Choose the better option. You always have a choice. And that's the thing. Like, you always have a choice between doing something and not doing something. Always. And am I saying that you're going to be perfect and that you're only going to walk a straight line? No, that's not what I'm saying, because you're not going to be that way. You're just not going to be 1000% perfect all the time. But if you can be great 90% of the time, even 80% of the time, you're good. You will be good. And number 3, something that you can do to break up with your distractions is to eliminate your triggers. Okay, hear me clearly. Eliminate, get rid of, move it out of your sight, get it out of your head. Do not keep liquor in the house. Avoid junk food. Don't even buy it. When people be like, oh, well, I'm going to get the smaller bag, and instead of getting the family size bag, I'll just get the smaller one. How about you just don't get it? Because if it's in your house, you're going to eat it. Like, what else would you do with it? Just let it sit there and collect dust? No, eliminate it. Get rid of it. None. Nada. Step back from friends who are always partying. Just don't go around them. Every time you go to their house, they finna pull off and go somewhere else, and you're with them. And now you all over the city for the rest of the night. Take a step back from them. Don't hang out with them so much. Make it harder for your distractions to reach you. If you know that you like to drink, like I said, don't keep liquor in your house. If you know that the more Mary Jane you have on deck, on hand, in your face, in your possession, the more you're going to indulge in it. Don't get none this week. How about that? Okay. How about you start unfollowing all of those different negative, toxic, lustful accounts on Instagram? How about you start spending less time on these apps? If you have a problem engaging in this stuff, if your algorithm shows nothing but naked women, nothing but things that are causing you to lust, okay, if you're a man, obviously you have this problem. But if you know that, how about you eliminate those triggers? You might need to delete the Instagram app off your phone for a couple months. If not, if you can't do that and you're not in a position to do that because maybe you have a business, right? Maybe you need to retrain your algorithm, or you need to get strict with yourself and say, I'm going to create more than I consume, period. Because the more you do that, the algorithm is going to change on its own. I'm only going to follow people who are in the line of business that I'm in. I'm only going to follow people that are motivating, uplifting, people that are doing things that I want to do. Other than that, I'm not going to engage with none of this other stuff because it's a distraction. Eliminate all distractions, period. Don't leave room for distractions to creep in and be like, hello, I'm here. Indulge in me. Like, no, y'all. Eliminate your triggers. So, like I said, number 1, get clear on what you want. Crystal clear. Write it down. Take a picture of it. Stick it to your forehead. Put it on the back of your phone. I don't care what you do. Get clear on what you want in terms of every area of your life. Become very mindful, okay? Very, very mindful about the things that you want in terms of health, wellness, love, business, finance, religion, your spirituality, all of that. Get crystal clear. Number 2, starve your distractions, okay? When you could, don't. When you could do this, don't do this. I could do this, but I'm not going to do it. I could do that, but I'm not going to do it. And number 3, eliminate your triggers. Cut it out. Keep them far away from you. And when you do that, you won't have to be faced with temptation, right? You won't have to be faced with the temptation to indulge in these things. And if you do all of these 3 things, this is how you're going to break up with your distractions and completely sever your loyalty to these distractions as well. So in closing, y'all, I just want you to understand that distractions are not just harmless fun, okay? It is not for just kikis and ha-has, and it's not just a whole bunch of giggles. Distractions are loyalty traps, and loyalty to the wrong things are going to cost you your focus, your peace, your future, all of the above. So your challenge is to figure out, what are you loyal to, and is it worth the cost? Like I always say, none of this is going to help you if you're not going to be honest and keep it real with yourself, okay? So if you stayed to the very end of this episode, I hope that you learned something, that something in this episode made you think, right? We are growing every single day, so make sure you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share. I love when y'all comment and give me feedback on the episodes, because it feels like I'm really connecting with you guys. But we are growing. I'm so excited for where this podcast is headed. Make sure you guys stay mindful, and I look forward to seeing you all on the very next episode. Bye.